Ever wondered who you are as a person? What the meaning of life is? Why is our society the way it is? How do we lead our lives? The answer to those questions is there is no answer. It all depends on you and how you interpret the world around you. To establish my point, let's take a look at some of the texts we've read this year. Note that these are my interpretations of the texts. Banana Fish illustrates our underlying greed and consequences of our desires, warning that such mannerisms will eventually kill us by our own hands. Amir learned how deep family ties really run, realizing the mistake of his past and hurrying to make things right in The Kite Runner. Grant and Jefferson teach us how important it is to have dignity, faith, and how to stand up and walk like a man, holding on to who we are in A Lesson Before Dying. Chris McCandless showed us how sometimes we have to get lost in order to really find ourselves in Into the Wild. Ben Thomas helped us understand that we can always save and help others even when we can't bring back the dead in 7 pounds. Holden Caulfield realizes the complexity and reality of the adult world and learns he must eventually grow up in Catcher in the Rye. As I said before, all of the texts mentioned are free to interpretation. Just like those stories, your own lives and your world can be interpreted in many ways. How I interpret the world, or rather, what I know for sure, is this. While technology and society have advanced exponentially within the past 50 years, we have lost sight of important ideals and lessons. We are advanced, yet we are apathetic to decisions that shape our world. We have become only interested in ourselves, measuring our success by the digits in our checking accounts and the toys we purchase. Our society has changed who we look up to. Heroes no longer exist in real life. Free thinking has diminished, replaced by radicalism and fear. The will of the government is no longer the will of the public, but strongly influenced by private entities. War and conflict are common, with little efforts made to make compromise for peace. Things may look bleak, but there is a flip side to every coin. Healthcare is improving across the world. More people have access to higher education than ever before. People are more conscious about the environment regardless of whether or not they believe in global warming. More organizations are dedicated to aid and allowing for a rapid response to disasters. This world has been improving, and with it the quality of people's lives. I also find solace in knowing what I stand for, and having a solid creed that does as a moral code. My creed is as follows. There must exist yin with yang. Everything must have an opposite, and there must be a balance between opposites to achieve peace. We must accept that before we go forward in our understanding of the world, and more importantly, ourselves. Treat people as if they're deceptive and they will deceive. Choose what you're looking for, and you'll find it. Therefore, keep an open mind to see everything. The quieter you are, the more you hear. Your instincts are the basis of your survival. If it has helped your ancestors live on for thousands of years, then trust in your instincts will keep you alive longer. Accept your limits only to push beyond them. Don't just stop because it is impossible. It is our very nature to push the boundaries of our world. Therefore, use that to guide and motivate yourself in your life. Cheerful service requires no payment nor motive. Help those around you because it is in your character to do so. Remain humble in acknowledgement of your accomplishments. You did what you had to do out of your humanity, and never forget that. Even as you advance in life, never forget your humanity. The best of our virtues and morals were made to help people in society. We all stand to benefit from each individual. Hence, we should be the best that we can be, so that others can benefit from us and continue the cycle of positivity and progress. Sadness, depression, despair, and illness don't make us weak. It is our rage, hatred, and sin that defines our weakness. The things that truly make us bad are the things that show the worst of us. Don't be afraid to show the softer side of yourself, if you must. But hesitate before you show others your dark side. Don't let others see how weak you are. It will only turn them away and attract the worst. Nothing in reality is what it seems. Never be quick to judge, because no one truly knows the full story. If you were to judge, Only judge on the character and the soul of the individual, because that is the only reality you can be sure of. Acceptance must be taken appropriately. Accept the good and not the harmful and bad. We must accept our fate, past and present. Never accept that which goes against basic human rights and your moral code. Accept others' perspective and your flaws. Defend the defenseless even at the cost of yourself. This is not martyrdom, it is your willingness to give others a chance to find something better for themselves. Your family is the most important group of people you have in your life. Never let them go, nor forsake them, nor take them for granted. Rarely will you have a friend that you can have as close as your family. But regardless, your family comes first. Do whatever you have to take care of them and protect them. You must build your own mind and body. If the proverb, "my body is my temple," is true, then treat it as such. Be physically fit, mentally awake, and morally straight, and it will take you much farther in life than any accomplishment. Respect others around you regardless of whether or not they deserve it. Play nice while others play dirty. It shows the strength of character and earns you great respect and admiration. Such words are worth more than any amount of gold or pride. If you have to go against yourself and who you are, it had better be for a good reason. Once we betray ourselves, there is no going back. We gain more, but with that, we must use what we have gained responsibly or for a noble purpose. Hardly any action justifies violence. Resort to force when there are no other alternatives or when you are protecting something truly worth dying for. When you do fight, may God be with you, because there are no guarantees once the fighting starts. Think 5 steps ahead, and you truly see the future. One of the greatest gifts that we have is the ability to predict or simulate the future. Use that to your advantage, and you'll be able to see everything and prepare for what lies ahead with plenty of time to spare. Finally, time is a valuable commodity. If you wish you had more, you didn't use what you had wisely. Hence, appreciate what you have. I'd like to take a moment again and note that this is my creed, my understanding, and my interpretation of the world. It's up to you to go and find yours. So, what's yours?